Hi ladies, I'm back. I know it's been a while. My last update was at 17 weeks, but I had a lot going on, and also I've been studying for my state test for my nursing license. I'm just gonna make this video from my 18 through 22 week update. I will just be telling you what went on in between those times. I will not be breaking it down. I am currently 22 weeks and 2 days. So, and I do know the gender of the baby. I got that from my two appointments way while back on the gender of the baby, and they two different places gave me the same sex. So I will be doing a gender reveal update. I know I haven't done that. Basically, what's been going on with me? Um, I've been seeing a specialist. My doctor had been sending me to go see a specialist due to my leak procedure, which he wanted to monitor my cervix for incompetent cervix to make sure that I am capable of holding a baby. So that kind of had me worried a little bit. When I went to the specialist the last visit, she told me my cervix was long and there wasn't nothing to worry about. So I didn't worry. Then I end up having a doctor's appointment on August 30th, which I went to him. And when I went to that appointment, he basically was like, well, well, he said he had to do a sonogram, which I said, well, I just went to the specialist, so I didn't do a sonogram. So then he was like, okay, well, yeah, I got that report back, and your cervix, no sex and stuff like that. And if it's opening, I might have to put a stitch into your cervix, which is the collage, and no lifting. And basically, he was just giving me all these different things. And I'm like, okay, what did I miss when I went to the specialist that she didn't report to you? I'm thinking to myself, but I was totally in shock. So I didn't really say anything. My husband was there and he was like, bud, sorry, no sex and all this kind of stuff. So I didn't say much. I was like, okay, but I mean, it literally like stressed me out the whole time. So I came home. My husband's like, okay, well, we won't do that. He was kind of nervous himself. And basically, him and my mom, I was basically put myself on modified bed rest, as you could say, because they didn't want me lifting. I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to be doing all this. No strenuous cleaning. I had my boys, I have twin boys, and I was like, okay, so every time I went to the store, I wanted to take them with me so that, they can get the bags and stuff like that. So I basically didn't do much. I stayed in bed. My husband didn't let me do much. My mom was like, no, you need to just rest. We all kind of was scared, but I was stressed that whole time, going to work and just worried about like making it up to 20 weeks and, going past 20 weeks because I read some bad stuff, internet stuff. And when you read that, sometimes you don't get good news on stuff like people that have incontinent cervix. I was just basically doing research and all that kind of stuff. So I told my husband and my mom, I was like, on my next appointment at the specialist, I need to start asking questions. So I need to know what's going on. I need to be on the page of the person that's monitoring my cervix because my doctor, he's a good doctor, but he's like always being cautious. So he's basically stressed me out a lot. So I had another appointment with the specialist September 11th. My mom went with me. They monitored the baby, measured the baby brain and everything with the baby and stuff. So everything was fine. Basically, by the time the doctor came in, I had my questions all listed and I was ready to ask her the questions. So I basically asked her about the lady on the sonogram that did it told me my cervix she gave me my measurement of my cervix. It was 4.23 or something like that. So she was like, no, it's long, it's good. So I was like, okay. So when the doctor came in to see me, she was like, okay, this is this, and everything's good. Your cervix long. It's 4 centimeters or something like that. So I'm like, okay. And she was like, do you have anything for me? I said, yes, ma'am. I have a lot of questions. And so I asked her basically, told her what my doctor said about my cervix and me maybe going on bed rest, getting a stitch and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, can me and my husband, have sex, or is it, we can't have sex? And she was like, no, your cervix is fine. You can have sex, and, I don't have to be on bed rest, and, cervix basically long and stuff like that. So, I mean, everything was fine from her point of view. So I was like, okay, well, I was fine for that day, And I was like, I'll leave it in God's hand. I still kind of rest a lot though, just to be sure, because I don't want to have any changes or anything like that. But she told me my blood pressure was fine, because the first time I went to them, it was high. So they did a 24-hour urine, but all that was fine on my next visit and stuff like that. And she said usually people that's stressed out, blood pressure goes up when they come to a new doctor's office and stuff like that. So everything's been going good as far as that. Let's see, symptoms and stuff like that. Nothing really. I mean, sometimes I'm tired, from work and stuff like that. I haven't been really having a appetite or anything like that as much. I try to drink a lot of water, and I know I've been slacking with water, but I'm trying my best to drink more water and stuff like that. Also, recently, which was actually, my sinuses and stuff been acting up. Like, it's been killing me really, really, really bad. So I think it's just been getting worse. So I think it was Tuesday. I was at work this past Tuesday. I was at work and I was fine. I woke up, my sinuses was acting up and I didn't feel good, but my husband was like, you should stay at home. But I didn't stay at home. I went to work, dragging in there. So I went to the restroom. I mean, I had been going to the restroom. It was fine. And then one time I went to the restroom, probably in the middle of the day, I saw, like, when I wiped, it was this, I guess you would describe it as snotty, consistent mucus discharge, I guess. I don't know what it was, but it was like, I wiped and it was like, kind of, I mean, TMI, I know, but it was kind of like, if I took, you cough up phlegm or you snot and it was thick. So I was like, I never seen that before. So I wiped like twice and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So I was kind of worried, and then come, with my cervix, when my doctor told me about my cervix, it kind of scared me. So I was like, okay, I was sitting at work and I was telling my coworker, and I was like, you should just call your doctor and see what's going on or go get checked. And I was like, no, I know everything's fine. It's nothing. So I ended up stressing myself out for the rest of the day. So I ended up leaving work, and told my boss I had an emergency. I went to the hospital to go get monitored, checked, but the baby was doing fine, heartbeat, no contraction. She checked my cervix. It was closed, so that was good. It was actually, Tuesday, because I was 22 weeks when this happened. Every Tuesday I turn weeks. My weeks turn over. So, I was just there, and she said everything was fine, but I had a slight fever, and I'm thinking it was just because my sinus and stuff like that. But they didn't check anything like that, because I kind of was scared, because I kind of went to the hospital by myself. My husband was gonna meet me up there because he was at work. So when she told me to go to labor and delivery, it kind of scared me, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? But I didn't know, after she was explaining to another lady, after 20 weeks, you might as well not go to the ER, come straight up to labor and delivery. So I guess the ER don't deal with, with you, you know, when you get to a certain point. So I went up there, she monitored me, everything was fine, and then she checked my urine and everything was fine. Everything came back negative, no UTIs or nothing like that. She called my doctor and he wanted me to come in the next day, which was Wednesday, this past Wednesday, the 19th. So she said they were going to do a sonogram there and stuff like that. So I woke up, me and my husband, we went to the doctor's office, waited for about 3 hours. Seemed like it take him forever, but when he comes in there, it's like 5 minutes. He didn't even do a sonogram, first of all. Then he did listen to the baby heartbeat, so everything fine. Then he tells me finally, oh, your cervix is fine, it's long, and it's measuring good, so I'm not worried about incompetent cervix. But I already had talked to my specialist, so I already knew that. So after we left, then he tells me, oh, and I told him about my sinuses and me having a slight fever and stuff. So he was like, well, you could take Benadryl and Mucinex, and I'm going to give you some antibiotics, you know, just in case you have an infection. So he gave me the prescription. Oh, and also he gave me prescription for case I get a yeast infection. So he gave me some cream while I was taking the antibiotics. But I went and got my prescription filled, and when I went back up there to get my prescription, I was feeling really bad, but I went back up there to get it. And the pharmacist, he was like, did you know these antibiotics are contraindicated in pregnancy? And I was like, no. He was like, who prescribed them? I said, my OBGYN. He said, he knows you're pregnant, right? And I'm like, yes, of course, because they have my information in the computer that I'm pregnant, because every time I get medicine, they always, well, I tell them, and so they just put in a computer, so now they know about my pregnancy, so I don't have to tell, like, the pharmacist or nothing like that. So I was like, well, I'm not going to take them. He was like, well, I could call the doctor and just see. And I was like, no. So I just end up taking the pills from the pharmacist, but I'm not taking them pills. I'm not taking any kind of medication. I'm just going to have to wait it out and do, like, just try to do natural stuff and all of that. I mean, I don't know. I'm scared too. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if, you know, I know antibiotics, some doctors prescribe antibiotics, but I'm not even taking that chance. So once he told me it was contraindicated, I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna take it. I ain't worried about it. So I have them. All I've been doing, I took off of work for 2 days, was that Wednesday and today, Thursday. So I'm just resting. That's all I'm doing. Try to eat and drink water and stuff like that. And I kind of feel better today. That's why I'm doing a video. So we'll see. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. So we'll see what happens after that. But other than that, everything been going good. I was kind of upset at myself because I was going to do a photo album, like start a photo album with the baby pictures and also my belly shots from when I first got pregnant, so I could start it, and then from his growth and, you know, stuff like that. So I was going to do all that. So I don't know. I'm just not going to do I still have some pictures like from that I had on my Facebook, or my husband sent me some. So I think I'm just going to use that because I make photo albums. So it was going to be kind of like a scrapbook, more like. So I guess I'll use the few that I have, but I hate it because I deleted them off my cell phone. I am really bad with taking pictures on my cell phone, and I tried to put them on another card, and I end up deleting them, pressing the wrong button under format, and it deleted all my pictures, and it had the video of the baby, and just like a lot of the baby pictures and stuff, and just everything from when I went to my appointments. I recorded. I was very upset. I was crying. I was like, my husband said, you really crying? I said, yeah, I'm upset. So he was like, well, you know, you halfway there, so you can start from now. But to me, it's not the same because I had them from every week. But I guess I just gotta call it a. I mean, I have to call it a loss. Ain't no point of I can't get them back. So, oh well. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a belly shot, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I know I had a lot of stuff going on, but sorry this video is so long too. So I'm gonna do a belly shot right now. This is the side, front, other side. Yeah. That's my 22-week and 2-day belly. Hopefully, I guess I'll do a gender reveal video. So, talk to you ladies later. Hope you enjoy. Sorry the video's so long and everywhere. Sorry about that. I didn't really take notes, but I knew it was time. It's been a long time since I did videos. So, there you are. Talk to you ladies soon. Bye.